What's up, cooks? It's Wednesday. So sometimes I tell you that things have a way of dropping in my lap. Well, something dropped into my lap again, and it's a Globe Commercial Stand Mixer, brand new in the box. And I got it for $150. Join me. We're in the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen today, and we're going to take a look at this big time deal that I got. So this is a Globe Stand Mixer. It's a commercial mixer. It's used in the restaurant industry, similar to the Hobart. It tends to be a little more cost effective than the Hobart. The Hobart N50 is running close to $4,000 right now. The Globe in a lot of places like Webstront and other websites, this is running about $900. So what we're going to do is we're going to see, can we get sort of the Hobart N50 performance out of a less expensive commercial mixer that could be good for the home cook, because the home cook may not spend $4,000 on a mixer. So ultimately, we are going to do a full test and review on this mixer, but we could do a commercial mixer showdown between the N50 and the Globe.
Oh, a throwdown.
So that might be interesting. So I know a lot of you are saying, how on earth does Amy get these deals on these mixers? And part of it is luck, and part of it is I'm good at searching, right? And I will give you a little bit of tip. I don't want to give all my tips away because then everybody will get the things that I want.
Yeah, it's going to draw it for boo-boo.
So I managed to get an Anchor's Room mixer for $50 a few years ago. I got my Hobart for $250. I got my HL6 Hobart mixer on these. I all got on Facebook Marketplace. My HL6 I got on something called OfferUp. I don't even know if that even exists anymore. So one of the things I want to tell you is if you are looking for a great deal on a bargain, and for me, a great deal on a bargain is something that's like relatively new or is new, right? That you can get in the box at deep, deep discounts below what it would cost if you paid new for it. This is a $900 mixer. I paid $150 for it. One of the things I can say, this is just in my experience alone on Facebook Marketplace. If you live in a large metropolitan area or a city or something like that, Facebook Marketplace is really active. I have posted things for sale and they sell like this, right? I could sell things 20 times over in the area we moved to. Move from. Now that we live in a rural farming agriculture kind of area, we live out in the boondocks, right? I have found when I list things on Facebook Marketplace, they don't sell. I won't get no messages. I don't even get the funny spam ones talking about, will you take half, or, I want it for free or something like that.
They want a deal.
Yeah.
$30 tops.
Yeah. No matter what you put up there, they want like this massive deal. And it's really difficult because things just don't sell as fast and for as much. So my tip for that is my N50 mixer, I expanded my search to a very rural area where they don't have as many buyers. And I went from people wanting thousands of dollars for a commercial mixer to snagging things for a couple $100. So I searched West Virginia and I bought my N50 somewhere in the middle of West Virginia between two mountains in a town that probably not a lot of people have heard from. And I got it for a bargain because in those areas, they just really don't have anybody to sell it to and they don't want to ship it. So expand your search and be willing to take a little road trip because you might find a gem by doing that. You might have to drive an hour, 2 hours, whatever. But trust me, if I drove an hour each way for this, for an hour each way, I took this thing from $900 to $150 and is brand new in the box.
$20 in gas is easily. Or $200-$300.
Yes. So try that. You never know what you're going to find. You have to also have a trigger finger, right? You have to be searching on there all the time. You have to be searching all those sites that people buy. And I don't think getting bargains like that, you will get that on something like eBay because you have to pay for shipping.
And right? It helps if you have somebody like my sister, Susan.
Yeah, his sister.
She's got this eye for bargains.
Yeah, she's got an eye for bargains. So I paid $150 from this. The person who had it said that they own a construction company and they were building out some commercial property. And part of that is they were building some commercial kitchens for not a retail situation, but like, will we say factory or something like that. And so they were building a full kitchen. So this is millions of dollars worth of projects. They were equipping the kitchen with all the commercial and they ordered too many of them. They ordered too many. She got one, the wife, and her sister got one. Her sister uses hers. She never took hers out of the box and sat in her basement for a couple years. So it's here. She never used it. It still has staples on the top. This is brand new in the box for $150. So one interesting thing about this mixer, let me turn it around because I don't read for English. Okay, so the weight of this mixer is 33 pounds. The shipping weight is 40 pounds. It comes with all stainless steel attachments. So the whip, the beater, and the hook are stainless steel. It has a splash guard. One thing I think that's interesting about some of these commercial mixers is they don't like rate the dough handling capacity huge. This is like, oh, this will do 4 pounds of dough. And I'm like, well, shoot, my Bosch will do more than that, right?
Read that. It says sheer brawn mixing power. Like, ooh, it's powerful.
But one thing that's interesting, and I'll put a little clip right here, is the Hobart guide. Their user guide has a chart in it that shows how many pounds the N50 can handle of dough. And it has a line through bread dough. Like, you're not supposed to use it for bread dough. And we know people do. We know it rocks bread dough. So I don't know if they're doing that just because...
It's still a lightweight mixer.
Yeah, it's only a 5-quart mixer. So you're not even going to have the capacity to say, oh, I'm going to do, like 14 pounds of bread dough. You just don't have that capacity like you would like in a Bosch. You could do that. You could do 8 pounds of dough in a Bosch, like boom, right? The thing is, this mixer and the Hobart, they're rated to do that all day long, every single day of the week, from 8 in the morning till midnight, right? You can do that because the duty cycle is different. It can be used in a commercial kitchen. It's built for a commercial kitchen, and the commercial kitchen is operating batch after batch after batch after batch all day long.
But that's
different.
That's probably for cookies or cakes.
Like if you were going to use this in a bakery, you might be baking. Like a pizza restaurant is not going to be using this because they make 100 pizzas. They need a big, huge mixer, and they're not going to be using a countertop.
They're going to use like a 20-quart or 30-quart.
Yeah, they're going to be using one of these huge things. I don't know if you're going to make pastry or something. I don't know what kind of restaurant is going to use a 5-quart mixer for bread dough anyway. For the home cook, it's difficult.
Okay. Dual task, Bobo. Talk and remove staples, please.
For the home cook, it's difficult because I'm going to tell you, these commercial mixers, they're kind of ugly for sitting in your home kitchen. I mean, they're not attractive. So you'll probably say, I don't really want that because I like the KitchenAid and it has, it has the colors, it has the look. It's not so industrial looking. It looks more appropriate for a home kitchen. Look at that, still got the staples in there. It's more appropriate for the home kitchen, but there's also home cooks that I call prosumers. They cook like professional chefs, right? But they're home cooks. And they're taking things to a different level. They're testing different flours. They're doing different kinds of breads. This is might be more appropriate because they're not going to go out and spend tens of thousands of dollars to buy this big Volkswagen-sized mixer for their kitchen. But this, you can possibly get the...
Mark mine.
Yeah, mark mine. You can get the commercial duty cycle and the power and all that, but in a countertop mixer. Holy moly, okay.
Yeah, be gentle. This thing is very heavy. So
I can't get this out of the box. Let me get Eric to get this out.
What's the matter, boo-boo? Met your match with a mixer?
Poor Eric thinks he's on vacation because I don't think he's shaved in like a week.
Hey, I work remote. No one has to see my face.
Wow, that thing, oh my gosh, that thing is a beast. Don't let it drop on the counter.
I would never do that. You're moving. Well, I want to make sure it doesn't...
Yeah, the blades don't fall out.
Blades.
And crack my counter.
I'll never do that, would I?
Be careful, the light.
Don't do this at home.
$2 I paid for it.
I'm not encroaching on your...
No, because I can't lift it up.
Oh. And no, Mark, we're not getting a 20-quart.
No. Whoa.
And my job's done.
Yay! Okay, so a lot of people in the Facebook group have been wanting to see this globe.
It's pretty.
Whoa. So, if you want to get into bread making, but you don't want to make batches that are huge, these countertop commercial mixers might be an option. They have a lot more power and they will do for you what a traditional residential mixer will not do.
They have a lot more torque.
They are not very attractive. So if you want an attractive mixer, but you still want to push your cooking skills, your baking skills, you really want to start pushing the envelope on your skill level, get one of those for your everyday baking and hide one of these in the closet, right? So this is the Globe SP05. You ready? Well, you can kind of see
It's clear, boo-boo. Keep going. It's on up.
Yay!
Globe 1, aim 0.
So that is the Globe mixer. Holy cow. So one of the things I do know about the Globe has a plastic top. It is a metal mixer, but it has this plastic top on. And the reason is, I don't know how to take it off, But they use a plastic top like this because when you go to service, boom, it comes off and you can get in there, you can grease it, you can do all that fun stuff. It's a very serviceable mixer because it has like a pop-off top to it. I don't want to pop it off. One thing I do know is you have to be kind of careful because when you see a lot of these globes used for sale, a lot of times this top thing will be cracked. You can order a new one of these. They're about $60, but they are notorious for this being cracked. But just know the reason why the globe has this plastic top is it makes it very serviceable. So it has a hub that is a number 10 hub. It supposedly works with the KitchenAid attachments. Yes, it is a square hub in there. This is plastic. So it has this big lift on it. Here's our pouring shield. For a minute there, I didn't think it had a manual to it, but it does. I'm very excited the fact that I paid $150 for this thing. It has a scraper. It has our manual here. So it does come with all stainless steel attachments.
They have a little weight to them, don't they?
Yeah. Well, they're big anyway. They're kind of narrow though, but it has a narrow bowl like the original Pro 500. There's our stainless steel paddle. Here's our stainless steel whisk. It does have like a spiral to it.
Spiral to
Here's the whisk. Wow, that thing is big, right?
Does it have a little weight to it?
Yeah, it does. So it does have these like handles here that lock the bowl down. The bowl locking, wow, the bowl is really nice. Okay, so I put the paddle on here and I just want to hear it real quick. It's got a 10-speed motor on it. Rock steady.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Not at all. Whoa, okay. I'm kind of digging it because if the Hobart is out of your range, I know it's out of my range, right? But you do want to get into some kind of mixer that's a little more heavy duty, a little more aggressive, whatever. But you do want to stay with the planetary and you want to play with things you can't do in a standard residential mixer. This might be an option. $900. We paid $150 for it, brand new in the box. This is one of those Facebook deals that landed in my lap yet again, right? So we're gonna do a full Amy Learns to Cook test review on the Globe, and we'll probably put it head to head with the M50 to see how it compares to that and whether it's a cost-effective option, maybe if you want to really take your baking to another level. So thanks for joining me, and I can't wait to try out this mixer.